Well, hi guys. Hey, today's assignment for January 21st is the following. So our class, we started working on the music alphabet. So we named our alphabet as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and it's that over and over again. So it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G over and over again on the keyboard. So that was introduced, and then we even practiced going backwards. G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. So that's pretty hard for students. You want to practice saying it backwards. G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Also, you can play a game and say what letter comes before D. Of course, it's C, but you're not going to show them that. What letter comes before A? And they would say G. That's a tricky one. So the last letter of the music alphabet is G. So what letter comes before A? It's G. So you want to be able to think backwards. Music goes forward and backwards. Then also you're naming the keys from the bottom up. They learned the geography of the keyboard. So if we start at the very bottom, let me see if I can zoom out here for a moment so you can get a picture. But you're going to start at the very bottom of the key, and you're going to be naming these keys. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You're going to continue all the way up to the top, and the very last key up here on the top is C. So that's good to remember. The very top note is C. Then once they've done that, they're going to go backwards. So they're going to start here at the top, and they're going to go backwards. So they're going to go C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F. Of course, it's not going to go that fast. They're going to be going thinking C, what comes before C, B, what comes before B, A. So that's not really easy to do, right? So be patient on that. Practice forward and backwards when you're this week. Okay, cool. After they've done that, some of the other things we did was, besides being able to play the keys forward and backwards and saying them, they need to be able to pick a key and be able to know what it is. We talked about patterns so that they'd understand that there's 2 black keys and then 3. 2, 3, 2, and 3. We called the two black keys the doghouse. So inside the doghouse lived the doggy D. So they found all their D's all the way up. They also, what letter came before D was the letter C, so cat C. So they found all the C's on the piano, high, low to high. What letter comes after D? We have cat dog. The letter that comes after D is E. We found all the E's. So they learned cat, dog, elephant, cat, dog, elephant, cat, dog, elephant. Okay, and then we talked about the 3 black keys being the zoo. So what letter comes after E is F, froggy F. So they found all the F's. And then they found what comes after F is G. And they found all the giraffe G's, frog, giraffe. And then after G in the music alphabet comes A, ant A. So frog, giraffe, ant A. And then after A comes B, bear B. So then they found all the bear B's. So in the zoo lives frog, giraffe, ant, and bear. Frog, giraffe, ant, and bear. In the doghouse lives cat, dog, and elephant. Okay, so you want them to work on being able to pick a key and name it. We also talked about our finger numbers. So in piano, 1s are thumbs, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. So 1s are thumbs. So you can play games. Where's your 3s? Touch your 3s, touch your 5s, touch your 2s, 4s, 1s, so that they don't get confused thinking this is 1 and this is 1, right? It's thumbs or 1s. All right. So now we worked on, we talked a little bit about pulse and what a pulse is. And we talked about finding the pulse to this song, Happy. Pulse, 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 pulse. So they're starting to understand the concept of pulse, 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 pulse. Okay, so that's important because as they play this song, Happy, and I've emailed that song to you. If you didn't receive it, let me know. But with this song, they want to start playing, so I've written this song out. And if you notice on your music, it's all the same pattern over and over. Each line has the same chords or notes. So we're going to go to the top line. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. So we have what we call a D flat. This B, lowercase b means flat. D flat, dash, 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 or pulse, pulse, pulse. C, and then M is for intermediate students, but it's called C minor, but they're going to only worry about C, dash, 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 C, dash, 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 F, dash, dash, dash. So the finger numbers are up above. This is for the left hand. The left hand's going to be playing D flat, and then it's going to play C, and C and F. So it's going to go like this. D flat, pulse, pulse, pulse. C, pulse, pulse, pulse. C, pulse, 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 F. So if I put a metronome on, which is a steady noise, it's going to go like this. D flat, pulse, pulse, pulse. C, pulse, pulse, pulse. C, pulse, pulse, pulse. F, pulse, pulse, pulse. So that's how it works. Now we're going to be playing that with this song. There's the pulse, and if you notice that right there at the beginning, there was that pulse, 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 and D flat, C, F, 1 on D flat. So I forgot to tell you that here's your D and here's your D flat. So you put 1 on D flat, and then 2 is C, right next door. So you can even visually see that. They can play it in different parts on the piano. That's D flat, C, and then F. They want to be able to play this without looking down. Now that's for a bigger hand. The little children, maybe you'll just play the C. And maybe they can add the D flat. So if they went through and played like this, they could think D flat, now C, and play C, then jump down to F. So they could just play the C, C, C. And I'm going to slow the tempo down. 1, D, C, 2, pulse, pulse, pulse. So it's the same thing over and over. Start out with just playing C's and just think the other notes. F. Okay, so we're going to play it now a little bit faster. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Here we go. D flat, C, C, F, D flat. You can do it different parts on the piano, or the bass sounds better down lower. D flat, 2. So you can stop and start anywhere you want in this lesson, but it'd be good for them to play along with the video. Okay, I'm going to go a little faster this time, so you'll have it, and then you can see where you can get. Okay, it's not a big deal to go really fast. Pulse, pulse, pulse. C, F, D flat, C, C. I'm going to play some fun chords here. Okay, I hope you're having fun doing this song. It makes me happy every time I hear it. So that's your assignment for this week. You guys have fun, do what you can, and we'll see you next week.